But yeah. But now he's gonna get to fight another match, Floss plus Sin. What? Fox Sheik, I don't know anything about this matchup truthfully, other than both these characters are fast and can play the game however they want. They can either play at a fast pace or a slow pace. But knowing Aloe, he likes running at people. That's why he likes Fox. And like Zelda Sheik,
Yeah.
really bad.
There's no better character to run at when you're wielding Fox for sure. And again, like you said, going toe-to-toe, speed for speed here. Certainly a lot better picks than Zelda. A very setup-dependent character, and if you whiff on any kind of setup, Sheik will just have all the frames and then some to whiff punish you.
Yeah.
And, Zelda's just leaning into that ever more so.
Oh my
Oh
god.
boy. Okay. But right now, we see Aloe here getting the brunt of the damage put on, and with the full tri-platforms of full battlefield showing their way, I would say that Fox probably gets the most benefit of that top platform more than Sheik.
I'd agree with that, yeah. Though it's kind of funny. I expected him to be like, lame, you don't can't. He's sprinting at him.
Yeah.
Like, he's hitting things. I was not ready for this. He definitely seems to know his character quite well, though, from what we're watching. So it's definitely good to be a battle of, you know, of skill. And Fox at 124 is kind of scary. And I feel like a big thing we're probably going to be seeing between these both characters is getting the kills really weird sometimes.
I mean, Aloe should know this matchup because, you know, that is Zelda.
Oh, you know what? You're so right. Listen, if he could play Sheik, I could see him playing her. But
It's like a
he's
20-year-old spoiler, so.
If you don't
know,
at
that's
this
your
point,
fault, yeah.
No, we are almost at 2 minutes and no stocks drop, which I don't think we will in the set, but I wouldn't be the most surprised if we timed out, because getting KOs, these characters are really weird because they don't have a random button they just throw out to get a stock. They kind of need to get it off of a setup or a combo or an edge guard. That was unattackable and he still lived.
Oh boy.
That's really funny. So, getting the stock might be a bit weird.
Okay.
Oh, he died a dash attack on Battlefield?
Of all places, of
I think
all
that was good DI
things.
too. That was the worst part.
Okay. But
Okay, reactionary up smash, and 5 minutes left, 2 stocks. So, we're at a good pace so far.
great little triple string of up air to go in that fair off the platform reset from Swift. And just, you know, he said, hey, if I'm free to do it, I'm going to do it again. And still piling on those 2 strings, tacked on 61 before that little dagger. And again, Aloe just really more off stage than anything else so far. And with your Fox, the name of your entire toolkit is on stage.
Yeah.
So, like, Aloe really, really needs to fight back here.
I think he might have wanted a range up, but he didn't go through the platform at all, so I'm not entirely sure what he wanted. But I feel like we're seeing Swift actually make better use of these platforms than Aloe is. I feel like, and obviously I don't know this match, so I could be wrong that, you know, Fox would probably make better use of them because of his juggles and just his platform pressure is just really, really good. And Sheik definitely has it as well, but the way Swift has just been moving around them, using them for his extensions, have just been so good, and it's just making it really rough for Aloe to keep up in terms of damage output. He's always kind of at a higher percent than Swift is, and maybe as the set goes on, he'll be able to learn to make use of the platforms a little bit better, just like that.
There you
but,
go.
you know, we're gonna have to see.
And with the ledge option being sent from one ledge to the other, no less, just presence alone, like you said, being a little unaware and sort of being fearful of that Sheik, just not resorting to hopping away or resorting to a ledge scenario, just keeping Sheik grounded and keeping that real estate that you've claimed with that character, just put Aloe on edge a little bit, and again, just led the way for very surprising stock being claimed by Swift more than Aloe, but Swift having a lot more assurance in what he's doing going forward right now. Platform scenario, Aloe wanted to press his luck there with the very limited escape options that Swift was allotted to there, but still off the back of things, he really got lucky with that side B connecting, and it's just hard pressed to lock down the ledge scenarios that he needs to get this stock claim off of.
Yeah, and I feel like it just, you know, him not having that has just really been hurting his gameplay, and especially with how Swift's been playing around. Like, he's been playing around being ledge up really well. Though he does get reversal, and that does kind of suck, but now he has the percent lead. And, once again, not that I think time will play into this, but if it comes down to it, Swift can definitely abuse that. But, you know, that was a really good string coming from Aloe, good 53. Now he's starting his ledge trap. How is Swift going to respond? 66, and, you know, Swift had the lead the entire time, and now it's Alice's turn just to bring it back.
I would say, like, you know, he's seeking out to put damage on his opponent. I don't think it'll come to that, but I have not seen many Sheik, so I'm not sure if this is some elaborate plan from Swift to feign not going for the timeout, but then eventually will. But
in my head, I'm just like, eventually they might take the point where they're both at kill percent and they're just both safe button spamming because they don't want to die.
I see.
At least that's what I'm thinking in my head, because Sheik's shield pressure is insanely good. Her buttons are extremely safe, and that's what makes her so good. However, that button is not safe. Fox up smash is pretty punishable, and Aloe really needs to be careful how he rips that. I mean, saw this game one of just Sheik F smashing. Oh, that's
very surprising turnaround, yeah. And Aloe, for being down for a lot of that entire round, one platform or one seeking out platform scenario for Swift spells doom for him there.
Yep, and he even did have the percent deficit at that that game and still managed to bring it back.
No, but he was finding Aloe's stocks before Aloe found his, so like
that too.
I want to say Swift, you know, was a lot more confident fighting against the Fox than Aloe fighting the Sheik. So
I always like looking at third time's a charm. You know, first stock it was a little hard, second stock was a little hard, but third's like I got it. I got the download. I know what to do. That's how I always like to see it, because I feel like when you start playing through to the third stock, you kind of tend to have like a decent understanding of what's happening.
Thank God we switched from the rule set of Smash 4 then to Smash 5. Aloe is thinking that because there was 2 stocks in Smash 4. So.
Zelda. Okay.
There. Oh yeah,
it's the ditto.
From one surprise to the next.
I think I'm actually not entirely sure. Well, he has probably played this matchup a good amount because Webb has gone to a few bears, and I think it was before he was playing Fox. So he has played this matchup. I'm not entirely sure why, other than maybe just comfort and him just not really wanting to play another game of that. Your swings are going to be a little bit more committal, and you have to be careful with that. At least your big hits will be, and you kind of have to get the fact your disadvantage is unplayably bad. You have a significantly better recovery, but once you get hit, you kind of just have to hold that. But you get a hit, Sheik's going to start popping, and I feel like that's going to be probably a big difference in the set, but it also depends on how evasive Swift plays. Needle camping is very good in this matchup, especially because Needle break hitting her puts her in enough hit stun or that so Phantom will break. So that's just a very good option.
I really think this is a good elevator KO first off, I want to say, but off the back of that, the utilization of the up B, I think that the way that Swift has been edge guarding more, I want to say, almost every time than often than not, is that he's been utilizing the up B of Sheik to cover the ledge snap. So like if Aloe may have picked that up and is going to use either the reflective nature of the neutral B or just the simple intangibility of the up B to circumvent that entirely and put Swift on the back pedal in terms of rethinking his ledge trapping strategies going forward.
Yeah, but speaking of ledge trapping, Zelda ledge trapping is one of the best in the game. It's where she gets so much of her mileage, so much damage, so much kill power, and if Aloe can just, like, 50% is a kill percent right now.
Oh yeah.
Like, Sheik's gonna pop, especially to an almost max rage Zelda. I always say she's a super heavy and a lightweight's body. She just blows you up.
Yeah.
Has no disadvantage, not a good neutral, but you make a single mistake and your stock is gone.
Nearly gone there off the back of that Phantom, and again, no risky setup needed off of it. Phantom is pretty assured, and it just falls right into place with the ledge guarding nature as well, and you can call it out early, not get as beefy as a hit, but still put out a hurt box farther away that the close-up interaction Sheik may not be expecting. And then landing neutral B as well, another unexpected option that Aloe, or rather Swift, has to keep going forward here. Ledge guard scenario finally in his corner, but again, the immediate up B, the range of it, let alone the intangibility, just gives Aloe so much control, and control is what he needs to take this 3-1 swing with how very demanding Swift was in that round 1. A huge, huge day and night scenario for this round 2.
Yeah, I think Zelda just denies Swift's win con, as you mentioned, of edge guarding really, really well. Look, he sunk so low, and if he was Fox, he would have still gotten backer because he wouldn't, disappear or even be able to go, I think, that far. I think Fox would have SD'd at that, like, around where he teleported. So when you take away his biggest win con, he isn't able to kill you.
And a Sheik that can't kill is not even a character, almost.
Yeah, like, Zelda should never be at 173.
Yeah.
Like, she just... You should be dying. Yeah, that's dead.
He's like, you should be dying. Finally
Meanwhile,
spoken in.
Sheik dies at 40.
Yep.
I think that's when he died. It was 40 or 50. It's like, yeah, this kind of happens. But going from a last hit game 1 win to a pretty dominant 3-stock is definitely working in Alo's favor, and I think he's probably going to stay Zelda unless he really wants to test it as Fox. But frankly, I don't think he's going to want to.
I wouldn't either. Like,
Pokemon trainer, Pokemon trainer, Pokemon.
Yeah, if your counter pick was suffering to the point of having a last hit scenario, and then you go to your main and it has such a spectacle of a time that we just saw there, I would see no reason to swap to back to Fox.
Yeah. It would be funny if he went PT though. Just play all three of his
why
characters.
Why would you go and do a thing like that?
Because it's funny and I like watching PT, but I also don't blame him because every draft game is at least 5 more minutes.
Okay.
Regardless of who you're fighting, and it's like, and I'm like, sometimes I just want to 3-0 you and move on, and I think that's what Alo's gonna be trying to do. But now we're on FD. I'm not sure how I feel about this stage. I think I like it more because I think Small is Zelda's second best stage personally because the platforms help her so much. You're a faster character on the ground. She can't retreat to platforms, and if you just kind of keep her out with needles, she can struggle to get in. But I feel like that's kind of the part that Swift isn't missing. I feel like he hasn't really been able to needle camp, or just hasn't really been going for it. And it's so broken in this matchup, and I feel like it would help him so much. Like, see, he charged his needle and then ran at her, and you kind of just don't need to do that. You can just play the chip damage game, and it will have a lot of favor, and I think that's the big adaptation Swift needs to make. Maybe not necessarily at this point, because now he's down a stock, but it definitely will help.
Yeah, you really got to weigh the pros and the cons of, like, a stage pick. Like, it's such a microcosm of just, like, playing Smash overall, but, like, one pick of not even just her character can spell doom for you right now, and just Alo very solidly shortening that neutral B to try to find that short elevator. You might as well take the stairs.
I don't
think
you can shorten it. I always thought you couldn't.
It looks short in one way or the other, but
yeah, that's also about the right percent for that kill confirm.
Yeah, true.
You need a little bit more. I think he just got a little overzealous, but it didn't get punished all too hard for it. And still keeping up his pressure and jab checking like it is Smash 4.
But yeah, again, pros and cons weighed. Swift picking Final D here, finally getting that needle confirmed into that bouncing fish, finally picking up a stock. From both round 2 and 3, that's the first stock out of 4, and it's going to be another one waiting there as we see Alo clean up yet again. No advantage given to Swift right now. He needs to find a foothold in this match, otherwise he's going to be careening down to loser's bracket. We'll see just whipping on that confirm into the sour spot of that fair. And with him being on the opposite side of a ledge guard, finally just snapping the ledge, not utilizing the advantage nature of that up B to try to get a tricksy move around from the ever-waiting Zelda. We'll see how he locks down main stage here, trying to find that dash attack in, shielding through a lot of opportunities, double fair, but again, didn't want to risk a whole lot, especially this 2-1 stock scenario.
Yeah, but now Swift is back on ledge, and this is where Alo has been kind of making his bang. This is where he's been finding a lot of his kills, a lot of his damage, a lot of his scenarios, and Swift just needs to kind of be able to play this situation correctly, or he is very soon going to lose his stock to a fully charged fan. He won't just yet, but oh, goodbye. Yeah, that's a Zelda classic. I'm in his advantage. 40 out of hit stun, go! If it doesn't work, I get to do it again. If it works, I kill you.
It's that one or two stories that Grandpa has told everybody before at the family meetups. Like, you're sitting there, you realize it's a good story, but like, come on, man.
I remember the time I used to 40 out of hit stun. Oh wait, I still do that. But like, I mean, I don't blame him, especially because like Sheik doesn't do a lot of damage off of like a single hit. So like, oh no, I messed up and I get put into a Sheik string. That's fine, and you kind of have the percent to play with.
Exactly.
And I feel like his combo game, at least in FD, wasn't very strong. So like, he would have maybe taken like 20%, and that's really not a lot, especially with how optimized Sheik can be. So yeah, I think FD was a good pick though. I just think he should have abused needles more, especially when Zelda's setting up her Phantom and just kind of keeping that on deck and making her approach that way. But I feel like he just kind of didn't know to do that, and I was kind of showed in his gameplay. They just wasn't as comfortable in the matchup as Alo was, and I think that definitely ended up hurting him.
Yeah, the no platform scenario would have worked out for Sheik, like on paper. That was, at least, we didn't hear the bans, but that seems like to be an optimal pick for Sheik. But again, Alo just had such a breezeful time in that round 2. He just kept that wave riding, and Swift wasn't able to pick up the pieces going into that round 3. So we will see him go down to losers. Alo is going to be advancing on, and another opportunity for advancement in one of our main TOs for tonight. Give some love out to Bonk
the
as
man
well.
Himself.
putting a lot of this shindig together, getting a lot of people together to help him out. And give us some love for the camera there, smarmy as ever. But we have yet to see his opponent. Yeah, the beard is new. I will, as a beard brother myself, want to highlight that. Going up against one of more
He
players
wasn't
that-
supposed to make it this far.
Is that right?
This is supposed to be yellow.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I don't know.
He did, yeah, Hayes did say he was fighting down at least 2 Luigi, so he had
Yeah.
found fortune at least on one of them.
And when it comes to like the characters he has to fight,
Mhm.
Ken Fox is kind of hard for Fox. If you know anything about this player, you will know he's the only player to ever make Tweak swap off Pyramithra at a Bears. He lived to 200% and killed him, and he went Diddy game 3 immediately. He dropped a... Yeah, like, other people dropped game, or took games off Tweak and he didn't switch. This is the only person he went Diddy on, and he will just tell people this, and he's just like, I'm so mad he did that to me. I was the other person. Honestly, I don't blame him, because honestly, he probably would have been the Pyramithra, because he played really, really well against it. And then there's Luigi, which he's probably played enough, and Yellow's kind of a weird Luigi. He doesn't